Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel for my Halloween series featuring the creepiest and most sinister things you've probably never heard of. So please like, comment, and subscribe to help me defeat the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate your help. So now, tonight, we're going to explore the intriguing realm of America's cryptids. And those are beings that exist in the shadows and defy explanation. For ages, humans have been fascinated by these secretive creatures, which may have be found in the woods of the Pacific Northwest and the marshes of the South. Come along as we unravel the mystery between these enigmatic animals and distinguish reality from myth. These are America's cryptids. Point Pleasant Mothman. Our adventure starts in the little western village hamlet of Point Pleasant, where rumors of a winged humanoid known as the Mothman have provoked curiosity and terror. The Mothman, who can fly at amazing speeds and who has red eyes, has been connected to many catastrophic incidents in the surrounding area, such as the 1967 collapse of the Silver Bridge. While some regard this cryptid as a sign of impending disaster, others see it as a guardian spirit that keeps watch over their town. Is there any truth to the Mothman story? Or is it actually just a product of popular culture? The town even built a statue of Mothman. So now who's going to be the first one to make human sacrifices to that thing? The New Jersey Devil. We next head to the New Jersey Pine Barrens, rumored to be home to the notorious Jersey Devil. This cryptid has terrified locals for decades. It is described as a winged monster with hooves and a forked tail. The Jersey Devil is said to have been the 13th child born to Mother Leeds, who cursed her undesired child to turn him into a monster. Over the years, numerous reports of sightings of the monster have given rise to the belief that the Jersey Devil is more than simply a myth. Could there be a real enigmatic presence of this creature in the Pine Barrens' shadowy corners? Or is it some weird bird that early colonial Americans had never seen before? Bigfoot. It would be incomplete to describe America's cryptids without bringing up the fabled and the most famous Bigfoot, sometimes referred to as a Sasquatch. There are rumors of this enormous ape-like monster living in the isolated wilderness of the Pacific Northwest that leaves enormous foot tracks, unexplained sightings, and sometimes even photos and video of a 7 to 10 foot tall being have been captured around the world. Decades of study and several trips have failed to produce conclusive evidence of a Bigfoot's existence. However, is a Bigfoot real? Is it a creation of myth and or folklore? Or is it something else entirely? As both believers and doubters argue about the reality of this famous cryptid, the hunt for the truth still goes on. Chupacabra. The American Southwest and desert's home to the rumored Chupacabra. This monster is infamous for its blood-sucking methods and unsettling looks. Its name translates to goat sucker in Spanish. The Chupacabra terrifies both conspiracy theorists and cattle owners with its razor-sharp teeth and bright crimson eyes. There have been reports of sightings of this cryptid all across Mexico and the southern United States, which has sparked a lot of speculative discussion regarding its origins and intentions. Is the Chupacabra just a terrifying myth based on superstition and dread? Or actually, might it be a new species out there just waiting to be discovered? The Flatwoods Monster. The Flatwoods Monster, also known as the Braxton County Monster, is a cryptid that was reportedly sighted in Flatwoods, West Virginia in 1952. Witnesses describe it as a tall humanoid with a spade-shaped head, glowing eyes, and a dark, non-human face. Some believe the creature was an extraterrestrial, while skeptics suggest that the witnesses saw an owl on a tall tree branch in the dark, or another easily explainable phenomenon. The Loveland Frogman. This unusual cryptid comes from Loveland, Ohio, where it was first reported in the 1950s. The Loveland frogmen, as they're also called, are said to be humanoid frogs, sometimes even seen wielding a wand that emits sparks. The legend of the Loveland frogman still persists. Thunderbird. The Thunderbird is a cryptid deeply rooted in Northern American indigenous peoples' history and culture. It's often associated with a large bird-like creature that are said to reside from northern Canada and Alaska down to the Central Americas. Native American legend speaks of the Thunderbird as an enormous flying creature with a wingspan more than twice the length of a war canoe. It is considered a supernatural being of power and strength, further adding to its allure and mystery. The Ogopogo. The Ogopogo is a lake monster reported to inhabit Okanagan Lake in British Columbia, Canada. The descriptions of the creature vary, but it's often depicted as a multi-humped serpent-like creature. Sightings date back to the 19th century and continue to this very day, keeping the intrigue around for the Ogopogo. Michigan Dogman. The Michigan Dogman, first reported in the late 19th century, is a cryptid reputed to roam the northern western quadrant of Michigan's Lower Peninsula. This creature is described as a 7-foot-tall, blue or amber-eyed, bipedal, canine-like animal with the torso of a man and a fearsome howl that sounds like a human scream. Despite the lack of solid evidence, the Dogman legend continues to grow. The last cryptid on my eerie tour list are Tommyknockers. Tommyknockers are a type of cryptid that originate from the folklore of the Cornish miners who immigrated to the United States. They're said to be small, imp-like creatures who reside inside mines. While they were often seen as good luck and would knock on the mine walls to warn miners of impending danger or cave-ins, some miners eventually feared their mischievous or malevolent side. Well, that's all I have for you tonight. I appreciate you watching. If you want to see more interesting videos and support the growth of my channel, please subscribe.